good, dude. I can testify.
There ain't nobody quite like this. Comfortable in his Christ-likeness. Flip like a light switch. With rhyme sharp as an ice pick. Holy Spirit shaking my arm as I write this. Anointing dripping off my aura 30%. I always leave a nice tip. Homie, I'm a nice kid. Nice with the rhyme scheme. Blinding the competition like some high beams. You know what I mean? Homie, the clown status, you played yourself. Trophies when you pass, you can't take the shelf. You better tame before you play yourself. Like Deontay Wilder and talk trash where you taking L's. Your catalog is a trash heap. You'd have to rap, produce, and direct film just to match me. And you're lazy, so you'll never outtask me. More money, but you'll never outclass me. You're so plastic, you could always outmask me. But in the afterlife is where the last laugh be. Yeah, it's the truth, homie, believe it. Anything else and you've been duped, homie. You clearly need to listen to my album looped, homie. Then go take good notes on what to do, homie. Don't worry if I'm hood enough. Just be concerned if you're even good enough to speak my name, much less burn it up. We all be the maker and your turn will come. Plus I heard down in hell that to turn it on. What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us?
Uncircumcised Philistine head looking chop.
Get him, D!
Every line that I quote is packed with the high dosage of a cure that can give the blind divine focus and make the eyes open. Reverse the psychosis with the shock that can revive the mind at high voltage. As they ingest the cure and accept the Lord. Pray on the threshing floor and connect with God. I know the devil and his demons will be angry and attack, but they can rest assured we'll be dressed for war. Just like the story of David and Goliath, there are giants in my way, but just like two boxers weighing in right before they contend, we're facing off and I will slay them giants, cause God has given me what it takes to win. The devil's like a hungry lion that's been caged and then let loose. He's on the hunt and he wants to see Dayton's end. He wants to kill me before these lyrics escape the pen, cause God is glorified and these rhymes can be traced to him. I do the matrix bend, dodging arrows Satan sends. My shield of faith won't dent, my armor isn't paper thin. This sword would cut through bone if it was waved at him. So tell the devil I am on my job but won't accept the wage of sin. He cannot hold my tongue, it's like a loaded gun, ready to pop off like Peter, boy I go ham. Noah's son, this for his chosen ones. Just know that the cobra's underneath the foot of Christ. So if we walk like him, we overcome. One.
Who said they gonna stop us? Him?
What you wanna stop us?
Sure, buddy.
What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us?
Alright guys, one more song and then I'm going to get into the topic. Chris Yoon dropped 2 videos, so we got a few things to cover. Few things to cover today, guys.
I just gotta share what's on my mind and in my heart real quick. I'm not trying to end up fighting bitterness. If you don't know me now, then you may never know me. Every record you've been blessed with is a testimony. If I said it, bet it happened like I said it, homie. You want it fresh, but nonetheless, I can't finesse my story. Sometimes I drop the same wisdom, just in different bars. Take you to the same destination in two different cars. Trust me, I could take a pen and make it up. It isn't hard, but then all I be stuck with is they love it, but it isn't God. Some of y'all forget the cause. Some of y'all so used to meat, you think I'm falling off a week for trying to feed and milk it all. If not for milk, the kids are starved. Selfishness is real though, cause if it's not for you, you know exactly who it is for. 50 comments of people saying how they getting blessed. You skip them all to say that you ain't feel it or it's in the flesh. Like if it ain't for you, it ain't spirit led. Sad part, you saw how much it helped them, but didn't care. I just wanna clear my mind. I've been thinking about some things. It's not healthy to hold it in, right? Alright. Some say they support the ministry and all I do. I see you biz the God in me respects the God in you. Till I get on that new swag or use some auto-tune. Then we'll see if that support is hollow or follow through. Do you support or you just buying music? Is this ministry or business? At times I confuse it. You call it ministry when trying to say how I should do it. Truth is you only support if it's hot, if not I can lose it. It's like you call it ministry when you want something from me, but won't support the ministry unless I come with some heat. And every time you ever gave, there was something received. How many is still supported if it wasn't on beats? If I stopped rapping today cause I wanted to preach, would I survive? I had to find a side hustle to eat. Sometimes I feel manipulated and catfish. You treat me like a business, then hold me to ministry standards. I'm trying to understand it. Just trying to get a couple elephants out the room real quick.
Okay, guys, let's get into it. I just want to refresh everybody's memory. This is Chris Yoon, 2021.
Guys, so today's my last day here in DC, and if you've been following me this whole week as well as the last couple of months, you know what's been on my heart, and it's that the Lord has anointed and has appointed Trump to be a president a second term. It's not 2024, it's right now in the next couple of weeks, and it's all.
So yeah, obviously he got that wrong. I just wanted to refresh everyone's mind as to who this person is. He is not this person. This person here, the highest IQ holder, Young Hoon Kim. Two different people, guys. But yet, here we got Young Hoon Kim saying he's the biggest MAGA supporter there is after Charlie Kirk. So, yeah, I mean, Chris Yoon, Young Hoon Kim, maybe he doesn't believe in QAnon, but they both love Trump. As the world's highest IQ holder and grand master of memory, I have a strong conviction that I will meet President Donald Trump next month. I will become the strongest MAGA supporter after Charlie Kirk. So, yeah, it looks like even this Korean guy is also MAGA now. And he did say MAGA. He did say that, by the way. He used the word MAGA. Strongest MAGA supporter. So, yeah, it's kind of sad. Prayers for him that he'll wake up to the psyop that is politics. Anyways, this is Chris Yoon's video from a day ago, and then we have this banger from today, but we're going to go through this one first. So, yeah, let's just get into it. Let's see what it says.
So in recent days, the White House, Trump, and even Pam Bondi, many others, are bringing up and insisting on Biden's auto pen. Now, if you haven't heard, back in the summer, a story broke regarding the automated use of Biden's signature to allow authorization for especially pardons of certain people
Oh my goodness, dude. I haven't heard about it. We'll see what happens.
prior to Biden leaving office and all of that. And a lot of people don't understand the gravity of what's going on here, because the White House recently posted something that in the
What's the gravity going on here? Is Biden are we locking up Crooked Joe finally? Is Crooked Joe getting locked up? I doubt it, but let's hear it. Let's hear it.
traditional sense, it is disrespectful and it's desecrating the office of the president, unless there was a legitimate meaning behind all of this. So in this video, let's talk a little bit about some updates to the auto pen, the significance, as well as what it means for the greater conspiracy and white hat type movement.
The greater conspiracy. Let's see what the auto pen has to do with Crooked Joe and the deep state going down.
that is going on as we speak. So let's get into it. So on the 25th, an absolutely viral picture and a subsequent video went out where the picture of President Biden was removed and replaced with this auto pen signature like portrait. And even Trump posted this reaffirming that stance.
Okay, I mean, that's pretty crazy. I will give him that. I don't know what the significance is. Like I said, does this mean Crooked Joe's going down? I don't think so, dude.
Let's take a quick listen.
I just like saying Crooked Joe. I don't know why. It's pretty funny. Like, I don't know, kind of flows off the tongue, you know?
Unveiling a
Joe
presidential
Biden, yeah.
walk of fame featuring portraits of U.S. presidents, with the exception of former President Joe Biden. The new display just outside the Oval Office along the colonnade there shows a framed photo of an auto pen writing Biden's signature in place of the former president's portrait. The White House released a photo today of President
Donald Trump gets 2 pictures. Biden gets an auto pen. Why? What's like... This seemingly is something for the public's eye, obviously, right? It's supposed to be like, oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Biden got caught. Crooked Joe's going down. But, like, do you need to make it political and, like, change a photo and, like, put it on Fox News? Or can you just, like, take him to court and, like, actually do something about it? You know what I mean? Like, this seems like nothing.
Trump looking at the
And what you have to understand about this situation is Trump and the White House are calling attention continually to this topic because he wants people to start asking questions and investigating what's really going on. Remember, the 2020 election being stolen and Biden being an illegitimate president, all of these.
I don't know about that because I feel like the elections are, you know, it's elections and all that. What's up, Igor? How's it going, brother? Good to see you.
Things are still top of mind to Trump. And this picture is still up. People are reporting about it. And this is a place.
Yeah, this is put in place for something, obviously, right? They put it right in their face. But they're not actually, like, with something like this and the allegations, right? You would think there would be some court stuff going on. But I mean, obviously, we're not seeing that, right?
For which you are supposed
to. We're just seeing Twitter posts and Fox News report about it. But, what's really happening? Who knows?
Respect previous presidents right outside that colonnade there, but this is being done as a message. And recently when Trump was in the UK, he was asked, is there any update on the auto pen? So let's take a quick listen.
And my question to you, President Trump, is there any update on the auto pen?
Yeah, it's just gotten worse from their standpoint. The people that used it, and in particular one person, was never told by Biden to do it. Only spoke to Biden twice, and that was just talking about the weather, not talking about any order. And he was taking orders from people other than Joe Biden. Joe Biden wasn't giving those orders. You know, Joe Biden didn't believe in open borders. He didn't. I've known him for a long time. He was never the brightest bulb in the ceiling, as we know. You can go back 40 years ago and you'll see that.
I'll give him that, you know. I will give him that. Joe Biden is kind of an idiot, but
go back and take a look at the hearings on Justice Thomas, and you'll see that very much. But he didn't believe in open borders and all of this nonsense that they're peddling now, which is why they're not in office any longer. It's a shame. The auto pen was illegal. It was illegally used. He never gave the orders. He never told.
Okay, well, if it's illegal and it's illegally used and all that, then we should be expecting some type of evidence and people to actually go to jail, right? Because politicians constantly do this thing where they say, oh, yeah, this was illegal. You know, we need justice. This needs to be, you know, and then it never happens. Case in point, what about the Epstein files? We haven't seen that yet. You said it was your mission as president to release the files before you got in office.
What to do. And I guess the only one he signed.
Well, I'm not just going to take his word for it. Yeah, I'm sure what they did is illegal, but who's going down for it? Show me the receipt. Show me anything.
You're one of the few.
He didn't even name who it was. He didn't even drop a name saying, oh, yeah, this senator right here, you know, they didn't have permission. He's purposely not saying who it was. For all I know, this could be a made-up story just to, like, get publicity. Like, genuinely, what proof do we have other than him just saying, oh, it's a thing. I swapped his picture out for the picture of his signature. You know, here's a vague story. Can't really tell you all the details.
Signed was the pardon for his son. But you had the congressman who.
Yeah, the congressman. Who? Who? Exactly. He said who. I'm asking who, too, and I'm not talking about no.
When they got the information, they found out they were guilty. and they deleted and destroyed all information, everything. You couldn't get any of it. They found out that Nancy Pelosi actually was offered the 10,000 soldiers and she turned them down. They found out many things that were very bad. So they deleted and destroyed all information. You talk about freedom of the press and freedom of speech. How about that one? And there's not a thing. This is after a year and a half of hearings. They destroyed everything. And
oh, look at the hand sign.
Of hearings. They destroyed everything. And
there it is. There it is.
And somebody's got to be held responsible. So Biden, what he did is they knew, I don't think he knew, but somebody knew. I don't think Biden had a clue about anything, if you want to know the truth. But
so Biden's
they
innocent.
gave a pardon to those Congress people.
I mean,
they gave a pardon.
He just gave Biden the pass, dude. He said, oh, I don't think, Biden wasn't even open borders, dude. Like, so all the policies under Biden. I mean, he's basically saying Biden is a puppet. And yeah, I agree with that. He's not wrong. But, you're different somehow, Trump? Yeah, okay, sure. You're not a result of Israel in any way?
Those people are so guilty. They gave a pardon, but Biden didn't know about it. The people, whether it's Lisa or any of those people in there that really ran it.
There's one name. He didn't give a last name. There's a lot of Lisas.
I know them all. And they're sick people. They're smart people. They're very smart. They're probably brilliant, but they're sick in ideology.
Okay, well, if they're sick, why are they still free? You know what I mean? This is why it's like, just stirring up something, dude. And now there's going to be a whole QAnon conspiracy about it. And these people probably won't even face justice. He said they got a pardon.
And they were running the auto pen. And it was totally illegal what he did. And I hope it's going to be so adjudged.
And if you remember back in the middle of July when this story broke, it was framed as being one of the biggest scandals that they had in the last 50 to 100 years. And in almost every other press conference, you're hearing Trump, Pam Bondi, many others talk repeatedly about the auto pen. Here's Pam Bondi mentioning it.
Recently, we are now moving the inmates who were on death row, who Joe Biden or the auto pen commuted their sentences off of death row. We're moving them to supermax facilities.
So there were people that were held responsible, I guess, right?
I'll listen to Trump in another instance.
He didn't tell the people from the auto pen, whoever was using it. The one man that used it predominantly said that Biden only spoke to him twice and it was only about the weather. Okay, it was about nothing. So those pardons that he gave are illegal. He gave illegal pardons. And that
So I believe what we're seeing right now is the next stage in unveiling.
This is the next stage. Oh boy. Okay. Now we get into Q and crazy conspiracy theory. When was this? He uploaded this video yesterday. That last thing he showed was from before, but I guess this whole thing is about Joe Biden's picture in the White House was changed to his signature with an auto pen. So he's kind of like talking about the conspiracy behind that. But he hasn't really gone into conspiracy. He's just listened. We've listened to what Trump had to say about it. Now he's going to go into QAnon and all the whack mode.
In unveiling and showcasing to the world, drip by drip, what is to come regarding Biden, Obama, and all of what's happened so far, especially with the 2020 election and that entire period that we've had from 2020 to 2024, because Trump has recently talked about the biological weapons, the attack on humanity, as well as many other things. And so the natural question people are asking is, Biden, who was he controlled by and why was this being used? Because on the...
Who's Trump controlled by is my question. And also, by the way, I don't think Biden was controlled by the deep state. He's possibly controlled by the same people controlling Trump, dude. Maybe Israel. You ever thought about that?
Outside?
Obviously, he hasn't thought about it.
The facade story, again, there's always a facade story, like optics, like something digestible to the media and the public.
Yeah, of course. And then the real psyop behind closed doors is Trump is doing this great thing for America, always, right? How many times have we heard this, guys? When is the deep state finally going to fall? You know how many times I've heard that, the deep state's failing, Trump is doing this, Trump's doing that, and it never happens, dude.
For which, in this instance, is, hey, let's bring attention to Biden and the auto pen regarding something very easy to understand, which is that Biden used the auto pen to sign off on certain things that was illegal and not good, but really there's deeper meaning for people that want to dig through.
What? There's deeper meaning? How is it deeper than that? You basically said what happened. What? So these people illegally use the auto pen, And there's a deeper meaning other than, like, obviously them getting caught doing something illegal. How is it deeper than that? That seems like the full story, Chris Yoon. You better not bring QAnon into this. You better not. I don't. Maybe he doesn't. Hopefully not. He does in the next video, though. I'll tell you that much.
And one of the natural questions is, who controlled him? Was it black hats, Obama in the basement?
Black hats and Obama in the basement. What? What? Did you just hear that? He said, who controlled Joe Biden? Was it black hats and Obama in the basement? Oh my God. There's no chance it could have been Israel, right? Like, no possible chance. It could have been, like, you know, the people that print the money at the Federal Reserve, or Israel, or, like, you know, any of the numerous Illuminati bloodline families that control the Vatican and the Jesuits. It couldn't have been any of those. It has to be the deep state. The crooked Hillary, crooked Obama, you know, sitting in the basement. Has to be that.
One of the natural questions is, who controlled him? Was it black hats, Obama in the basement?
That is a crazy one, dude. Black hats and Obama in the basement, dude. Wow.
Or was it white hats that many of us include?
White hats. Was it the white hats controlling Joe Biden? This talk of white hats and black hats has just really got me. It irritates me because what does that even mean, dude? What is a white hat? What is a black hat? I get the term, but you start throwing people in these categories that don't need to be in that category. Is Trump one of the white hats? Is QAnon a white hat? You know what I mean? Like, anybody that goes against your political ideas is a black hat, right? And they're deep state. Is that how that works? Like, I just don't get it. I don't like these terms at all.
Myself have an inclination.
Well, he's a white hat. Yeah. We got Chris Yoon, the white hat over here. Yeah.
Believing, because we know in looking at Q in the post, as well as this
Q in the post. Yeah. We know. Looking at Q in the post and Obama in the basement, you know, we can just come to the conclusion that it was crooked Joe being controlled by crooked Obama the whole time, dude. It's obvious, guys. It's obvious. It's no deeper than that. No secret societies. Nobody's printing the money at the Federal Reserve. There's no corporations. Don't talk about Disney. Don't talk about Israel. You know, Illuminati, not a real thing. It's always the deep state, right? This is ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous. And even some of the things I said, Disney, probably not involved, but I'd be more willing to bet that Disney's more involved in this than fucking the deep state or QAnon or any of that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm serious, though. Like, as little involved as they possibly could be, like, it's still more involved than anything he's saying. Hey, what's up, Jim? How's it going, man? What about the asshats? Dude, this guy might be one of those, honestly. He might be one of those. I forgot about that. That's a great one, Jim. Thank you for
movie
that.
being played out, that we are under some kind of devolution, some continuity.
Devolution? I got to look up that. Did he mean de-evolution? Devolution. Is that a word? It's got to be a word. Devolution is a station. Okay, hold on. Definition. I don't want to sound dumb here, but a passing down or descent. I think. What is it? Let me listen to it. Is it de-evolution or devolution? I'm trying to figure. Is it decentralization of governmental power? Oh, okay. Wow. There we go. Okay. So the decentralization of governmental power.
In looking at Q in the post, as well as this entire movie being played out, that we are under some kind of devolution, some kind.
What? We're under what? I think it's the opposite, dude. He thinks we're experiencing like the power as at B like lose grip and like things are falling and things like that, I guess, is the best way I can interpret that statement. I mean, I just looked up the definition of the word, but the context he's using it doesn't seem to be like, I mean, you can use it in this context, but I wouldn't say that's what's happening. If you look around, like it just seems like they're getting more control every day.
Continuity of government.
There's like little like pockets of hope, you know. This senator steps up and, you know, they're like, oh, we want to ban this gun. And then they're saying, no, you can't ban that gun. And it's like, oh, yes, another W for the Constitution. You know what I mean? Things like that do happen. But, like, on the grand scheme, you know what I mean? Like, still, like, going towards more control at the end of the day.
The 2020 steal and the attack on humanity from the
he
COVID-19
really is reading
situation.
off the teleprompter.
And I want to
look at him. You're so right. He's got it. He's got the whole ChatGPT script written down.
some kind of devolution, some continuity of government following.
Continuity. Wait, how do you have devolution, right? Which is what? And then it goes to continuity? Aren't those things kind of opposed to each other? I don't know. I'm gonna just keep playing.
The 2020 steal and the attack on humanity from the COVID-19 situation. And I want to briefly draw your attention to something
How do you do this, Chris? How do you do this, bro? The attack with the COVID-19 situation. This is the Vax Daddy. He gave you the vaccine that was low-key probably worse than COVID. Wow, he's responsible. But he's going to save America, right? Just like he did back then when millions of people died because of the cure. This is not medical advice, but I'm just telling you what it is.
Trump has continuously said from the get-go since his re-election or quote-unquote re-election for his second-term campaign, because he has been telling us that he left office earlier than when people say or naturally say he has, which is in January of 2021. He says that after right around April, May, that's when he left office. This is a clip from Joe Rogan when he did a podcast back about 11, 12 months ago, just before the November quote-unquote re-elections.
How does this help him at all? I just don't understand.
Here's the one that my all-time favorite though.
What is that?
See the arrow right here? That's what I left.
Do
The
you
day I
have
left.
anyone that is pressuring you?
This went over a lot of people's heads because he was pointing intentionally to that arrow and saying, look at the date that I left office. It was a clue for many of us, especially.
A clue. Oh my goodness, dude. Yes, he has to talk in clues, bro. This is like some Da Vinci Code, like super conspiracy, like, you know what I mean? We have to crack the code.
The Anons. And that chart that he was...
the Anons. Oh, here we go.
Left office. It was a clue for many of us, especially the Anons. And that chart...
Clue for the Anons. Yeah, this is a really big clue for the Anons, isn't it? The fake shooting? Yeah, that was a clue for many of us. Not you, Chris, because you think it's real, and this wasn't a psyop.
That he was showing...
Oh my gosh, look, it's the same graph. It's the same graph in the background. Holy cow, dude. It's a sign that Trump is draining the deep state. This is all a sign, dude. It all makes sense, bro. Yes, let's tie in his fake assassination. That's going to make Trump look so much better. Yes, let's talk about COVID and how, Trump is responsible for a vaccine that arguably is worse than the virus. And let's go talk about his fake assassination attempt. Yes, this makes me really trust Donald Trump. Thank you, Chris. You're really doing Trump a favor by putting this out there.
Was the same chart he showed during the infamous shooting when he got hit in the ear when they tried to take his life. And
yeah, he thinks it's real. He thinks it's real. Trump was for sure, they tried to take Trump's life.
Find this chart anywhere online. It's like literally the most famous chart if you just type Trump chart. But if you look closely, this is where the arrow is pointing. This was not a mistake. He was literally showing right after 2020, right between April and May, right around here. You can count the little tick marks and the months. It's broken down in 12 pieces here, and it's marked out.
Okay, so what does this mean?
AFMAM, meaning that he left office in April or May of 2020. That's not when you leave office traditionally from a presidential passing off protocol.
Okay, so based on this chart, you're deducting based on the chart, that's when you left office. Okay.
So what does this mean in layman's terms?
Yeah, what does this mean? Tell me.
For those of us that are trying to figure out what's really going on in this political reality that we are.
Political reality? That is the most redundant statement I've ever heard in my life. Political reality. Politics are theatrical. It's more of a theater. It's not real at all. Political reality. Did he really just say that? Who says things like that, dude? Unless you are just not aware of what politics actually are. Wow.
Living in, because again, we have a certain perception of reality that the world and
yeah, our political reality. For the Anons. Yeah, us Anons, man. An obvious clue for the Anons, man. Oh, dude. I'm actually tearing up a little bit because it's so funny. Holy cow.
even Trump and the White Hats, Q, whoever they're giving us, and there's something else that's going on
Whoa,
for
it's
which
Q,
you can't
Trump,
Trump and
the
the White
White
Hat
Hats.
living in, because again,
It's like he's just dropping every bingo word he could think of, dude.
figure out what's really going on
What's really
in
going
this
on
political
in
reality
this political reality?
that we are living in, because again, we have a certain perception of reality that the world and even Trump and the
Trump, that the world, Trump, and the White Hats,
White Hats, Q, whoever they're giving us, and there's something else that's going on for which
yes, there's something else that's going on. What Q and the White Hats and Anonymous and whatever are giving you, it might not be the true, like, how things are happening. I think even he's kind of acknowledging that in a way. At least, he probably wouldn't normally, but he kind of explained that, even reality is sometimes different from what they're saying too.
you can't just communicate it and say it because there are real enemies. There's a
Oh,
real
no, that's not what he's saying at all. He's saying what we see is a lie, and what they're doing in secret is another thing because they can't just communicate it to everyone because they have enemies, i.e. the deep state. So Trump can't just tell you he's doing the right thing because the deep state will get mad at him. So Trump has to lie and pretend he's doing bad things to America, but really he's doing good.
operation going on. This is what I'm trying to tell a lot of people, and this is where a lot of others are studying this. They're writing books about this, and this is where many of us, including myself, we believe that following the biological attack, again, this is a biological
The books, man. Follow the books. Follow the books.
weapons attack. COVID-19 was an attack on humanity.
Okay, so what? How do you say this, Chris? I don't understand this guy's logic, bro. If you're so awoke on COVID, then why aren't you awoke on Trump's involvement?
Following that, they did something extremely evil. They declared war on the United States, and Trump had no choice but to implement what we believe is a state of devolution.
What? You're gonna skip over the fact that he implemented something else too in 2020 that many people lost their jobs over and were even kicked out of the military and many other things. So yeah, what?
Out a continuity of government under military laws and orders following a law of war manual. And you can study this stuff. It's effectively, he was a commander-in-chief. Trump was a commander-in-chief, not officially president, because he devolved the government to military commanders. This is what many of us believe. During that
This is okay, so this is what he believes. So there's no real evidence. So he devolved the country to military commanders. And he wasn't president. Okay. All right, I'm following. Like, not really, but I get what you're saying.
that 4-year period for which it was
For 4 years. So he wasn't actually president for 4 years? Is this what Chris is saying?
effectively a pause. And that's why people believe that Biden was either acting as an actor, a masked person, or whatever it is, as a white hat, or even from
As a white hat? What? What? So Biden is on the good side? He's just like, it's like the Alex Jones conspiracy, It's just Bill Hicks with a mask on. Biden is just a white hat with a mask on. That makes total sense. I totally agree. Thank you, Chris, for that.
the black hat side.
I'm obviously, I want to preface, I'm joking.
How was that possible?
Yeah, how is that possible that Biden is just a white hat with a mask on, dude? Wow, that's I've never heard something like that ever. Not even from you, Chris. Not even from you.
military and Trump allow?
I mean, I've heard it about InfoWars, Alex Jones, but yeah, that's a little bit different than like an ex-president. I do think they did have like body doubles and AI Joe Biden and all of that. I do remember seeing that. But a white hat with a mask on, that's Joe Biden? I don't think so.
Controlled sort of like an evil state in some sense, allowing them to be shuffled into a corner, kind of like an end game in chess, right?
Yes, we just had to allow them to do evil in the country so then we can come in and swoop up and arrest them all. Yes, good. I'd love to believe that. When is it happening? Let me know the date and the time, and I'll write it down on the calendar, and I'll be looking out for it.
It's still a real game, but there's limited moves, and you don't have that much power anymore. And so
this is not a game. There's no limited moves. This is not chess. This is not 18D politics chess. The political reality, as you call it.
being cornered in some sense. And so for 4 years, they allowed a limited sort of chaotic environment. And again, this is from the perspective of a black cat controlling Biden, thinking that they actually had control, but really it was still under the technical legal authority of the military and Trump as commander in chief.
Okay, so the black hats were controlling Biden, and then but Biden was really under control of the military and Trump. What? I'm really I you lost me with that one, dude. It was already bad enough when you said Biden is a white hat with a mask on.
Again, this is a long. This could be like a 10-hour topic. I'm trying to
Yeah, I'm glad you're condensing it down. I don't think I could take 10 hours of this.
condense it, but all of that happening because something was there. And the point I'm trying to make here is that by showcasing the auto pen, how Biden wasn't there.
Oh yeah, this goes back to the auto pen. Right. Okay, yeah.
Legally, or from honoring him in that memorial of pictures, it's saying loudly something's going on.
Oh, he couldn't have been a president. Right, yeah. Biden obviously couldn't have been a president because Trump took his photo down. Yep.
And we have to question what that is and begin to dig and have a sense of trying to understand what's really going on in society.
As if Chris knows what's really going on, dude. I wish he would have said anything about Trump and COVID being related, but he didn't. You ignored it. You ignored it, bro. You made a whole video about the Epstein list. You ignored Trump being on it. You ignored Trump's response to not releasing it. Why do you do this? Is it hard for you to believe that Trump is, maybe not this perfect person that is doing all these beautiful things for the Anons and the White Hats and the Q community?
Society today, and especially in the office of the presidency. So this is where I believe we're going. We're going to a direction for which Trump, the White Hats, these guys are going to
Yep, the Trump, the White Hats, these guys. Yeah, I guess he's one of those guys, right?
expose, showcase, and we have the choice to research and try to comprehend this reality. And so I believe it's an exciting time.
Listen, if political reality is a thing, because you said political reality, and we have to try to comprehend it and understand it, then none of this is reality. That's the thing you're not understanding, Christian. QAnon isn't what you think it is. Trump isn't who you think he is either. None of this is actually real in mostly any sense. It's all in the mind.
You just have to wait, be patient, allow the Lord to enlighten you, to give you revelation.
Yes. Have God enlighten you onto Q politics.
Through all of the chaos that's going on, and there's deeper meaning from what is being shown on the surface level. So this news is passed off as, it's a funny thing, and maybe we're joking, and it's a meme, and all these things, but there's deep symbolical and literal legislative.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Crooked Joe, he's going down, bro. He's going to get arrested, right, guys? That's got to be what this means. That has to be. It's always the deep state. It's going down, and Trump's, the arrests are coming. The arrests are coming. Dude, they've been coming for 7-8 years, bro. When are people actually going to go down? Never. Okay, on to the next one. This was 3 hours ago. I believe he talks about QAnon in this video, so maybe not. I don't know, actually. Yeah, he does at the end. Of course he does. We got some QAnon talk in the last video we just went over, but he didn't actually pull up any posts from Q, so we'll actually get a few posts in this one.
On Truth Social and took it down, which is a rarity among all of his communication.
Oh my goodness, dude. Trump took down a Truth Social post. That's an instant video topic for Chris Yoon. As soon as that's Q level drops. If Trump deletes a post, dude, you need to mark that day as a holiday for at least the next 10 years. That day is going to be Trump day for, it's just ridiculous.
And it's causing quite a storm among the news and everybody from left to right and all political leanings. So let's talk about it. So obviously the truth itself can no longer be found, but a lot of people are reporting on it. It's been screen captured.
The truth itself can no longer be found. I wish he would have said it in a different way. Let me just make sure he said that.
Causing quite a storm among the news and everybody from left to right and all political leanings. So let's talk about it. So obviously the truth itself can no longer be found, but the truth itself can no longer be found. What?
He's saying this in regards to a truth post, a truth social post. But to say like a post on social is gone, he could have said that versus the truth has now not been found, or like whatever he just said. Like, what? A post on Truth Social can no longer be found would be a much better way to say that.
A lot of people are reporting on it. It's been screen captured, and let's take a look exactly at what he first said.
Let's see what he said.
So this post is 42 seconds long. He said nothing else except to repost this video that was obviously AI generated. And even if AI confuses you at times, this one is very, very obvious. So let's look at the whole clip.
Breaking now. President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new healthcare system. The launch of America's first med.
Wait, he's showing AI Trump. How is this a good thing, Chris? What? Taking down the video is a huge clue for the Anons. Yeah, dude. I mean, he took down AI Trump, bro. That's pretty crazy. That did look like AI Trump. Look at this. It's AI Trump. And this is from what? I wonder maybe he took it down because everybody was in the comments saying it was AI. You ever thought about that?
Historic new healthcare system. The launch of America's first medbed hospitals and a national medbed card for every citizen.
What? That was AI too. This whole thing is AI. You think this is real? Take a look at this crap. This looks... What the hell is that, dude? They got an MRI machine on the floor? Is that what that is? Like, seriously, this doesn't... Half of this equipment wouldn't even be in a hospital. This looks like a scene out of Avatar.
And a national medbed card for every citizen.
Like, maybe I'm tripping, dude, but these look like big-ass incubators for babies.
Every American will soon receive their own medbed card. With it...
What? This is AI.
You'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals led by the top doctors in the nation, equipped with the most advanced technology in the world.
This is literally Donald Trump AI, and he posted it on Truth Social. Like, and it's clearly AI. He's not like... I feel like this is a mockery. He's like, oh, yeah, look, I could be AI, guys. Let me throw a wrench in the whole AI Donald Trump thing. Oh, yeah, I'm open about it. Like, what?
These facilities are safe, modern, and designed to restore every citizen to full health and strength. This is the beginning of a new era in American healthcare.
In this first phase, only a limited number of medbed cards will be released. Registration details will be announced very soon.
So obviously the post here is about some conspiracy type theory about medical beds that have some kind of power, where I think the idea is that it...
What? This just got way too deep for even me, dude.
Vibrates certain frequencies and it heals you in some like fashion, some automated fashion. And it's not far-fetched in the idea of it being within the realm of possibility. But the issue here is this actually existing now? Does it actually have some kind of operational ability in some fashion? So of course, the first thought that a lot...
What? Dude, that was all AI, dude. I see why Trump deleted it. Why did he even post it in the first place? This is almost like a joke. Like,
people have is this some kind of a disclosure, a pre...
Oh, yeah, this is a disclosure for sure, dude. Yeah, this is a disclosure.
Shadowing of certain, black projects.
We're going to have the med beds here in the next few years, guys. We're all going to be chilling in an incubator. You can get one in your house. Pre-order them now with the Trump med card.
Level type
med
stuff.
Med card, yeah. The Trump med bed card. Get it now today. Oh, well, you could. I guess he released it too early. I guess they don't have the technology yet. They lost it when we went to the moon or something.
Already exists, and so it's getting people to...
We left all the med beds we had on the moon. It's going to be a really large challenge to go back to the moon and get it all back.
Question and say, wow, like to the level that Trump is posting these things, it's incredible because it might exist. And so that's the first...
my gosh, it's incredible, dude. These avatar beds, these incubators, they might exist, bro. They might exist. This is amazing, dude. This is like actually groundbreaking. Like, we're all gonna have a med bed, dude. I told you. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get the technology back. Like, don't worry, guys. Trump has got it.
The thought, right? And I'm not saying that this is true or not, that it exists or not. I'm just saying it's within the realm of possibility that this exists.
Because why? Because Trump, an AI Trump told you so? Is that why? Crickets. I mean, that's literally why. Like, why else could this possibly be real other than the fact that Donald Trump posted it?
because it's been talked about as a conspiracy theory for a very long time. So,
I mean, yeah, vibrations and things. Yeah, there is weird conspiracies, quote unquote, where vibrations can heal and all that, and I'm not against that. But you don't need some like specialized med bed, dude. That looks like an incubator. It looks like a tanning bed with but it doesn't. It's clear. You can see through it. You know what I mean? But you get in it and close the hatch. It's AI, dude. It's literally AI. Look at what they showed, bro. Look at what
Will
they
soon
showed.
receive their own MedBed card. With it,
This is not a real hospital.
you'll have guaranteed access
This
to
is
our
not
new
real, dude.
hospitals led by the
For every
Look at these things, these incubators, bro. This is not real. Not even close, bro. What's on the screen there, dude? They got MRI machines on the floor? Yeah, come on, dude. Give me a break.
does it actually have some kind of operational ability in some fashion? So, of course, the first thought that a lot of people have is this some kind of a disclosure? A pre might exist. And so that's the first thought, right? And I'm not saying that this is true or not, that it exists or not. I'm just saying it's within the realm of possibility that this exists because it's been talked about as a conspiracy theory for a very long time. So I'm not here to advocate for this.
Yeah, people follow this guy. He has 200,000 subscribers. These videos don't really get too much views. 56K, 250K on this one. 38K, 53K. But we've covered a lot of these, dude, and it's all QAnon, crazy conspiracy stuff. He only just recently started doing a lot of this. He took a hiatus, obviously because his false Trump prophecies and other things that he did. So people bullied him off of YouTube, I'm sure. But now he's back doing QAnon prophecies. So basically the same thing, just he's, instead of God-related content, he's doing weird stuff. He also does encouragement videos. He has a whole nother encouragement channel. We can take a look at that really quick. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff. God is a feast prepared for you, so don't fill up on snacks. I played that in a recent video. But yeah, he does interesting things on that channel. But let me go back to the video here.
I want to talk about what are the different possibilities that he's doing this, because we all know that when Trump says something or communicates something, it's not like there's no intentionality.
Wait, we all know. This is something we all know. So let me play it back because we should all know this, right? So I better not disagree with this statement because we all know it.
That he's doing this because we all know that when Trump says something or communicates something, it's not like there's no intentionality behind it. Trump is a master 5D chess player, even if it comes off as that he's not, and a lot of people.
Bro, he just called Trump a master 5D chess player. Are you kidding me right now, Chris? Trump, we all know this, right? We all know Trump is a master 5D chess player. Yes, of course, of course.
Argue that he could just be saying certain things, but of course we know that the white hats
but of course we know the white hats, yeah, he could be saying something bad, but no, he's just playing 5D chess, guys. Trust him. Put your faith in Trump. If he says something you disagree with, we'll get over it, dude, because he's just playing 5G chess, and you're gonna have to get over your disagreement with Trump because he's doing everything in your benefit, right, Chris? Right. Yep.
This whole operation, if you want to include Q in there,
the whole operation,
dude, of course, we know that the white hats, this whole operation, if you want to include Q in there,
if you want to include Q in there, what operation are you talking about?
A massive psychological project going on here at a military level type of.
A psychological project, not an operation, a psychological project. Okay, I've never heard that before.
Operation, and so this is why.
Wait, now it's an operation
going on. And if you want to include Q in there, there is a massive.
This last 30 seconds has just been what and what are you even saying, bro? I try to get a word in and then I play it again and I have to immediately pause it because he says something crazy again within 2 seconds of the last statement.
Psychological project going on here at a military level type of operation, and so this is why.
A psychological project at a military type operation. What? Bro, I can't take much more of this, dude. There's 4 minutes left. Thank God. If this was a 16-minute video, I'd have to take a break, dude. Because this is what is he even saying right now?
When people
military level. What did he say again? Let me get it one more time. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's rough, but I want to see what he said.
if you want to include Q in there, saying certain things. But of course, we know that the White Hats, this whole operation, if you want to include Q in there, there is a massive psychological project going on here at a military level type of operation. And so,
okay, so a massive psychological project at a military operation. Got it. Okay.
this is why when people are looking at this, they have to wonder what is.
Let me type that in the chat. Well, I'm not going to type it, but I want to quote these things, dude, because that's just a crazy quote.
Really going on. Now, back on September 3rd, Trump made some comments about responding to an incident where somebody was throwing like a bag of something outside of the White House windows. And this is what he said as his comment.
It's the kind of thing they do. And one of the problems we have with AI, it's both good and bad. If something happens really bad, just blame AI.
Is he sped up? Did he do this on purpose?
But also they create things, you know, it works both ways. If something happens that's really bad, maybe I'll have to just blame AI. But there's truth to it because I see so many phony things. I saw something as I was growing up from the time I was.
Is this, I'm confused. Is this supposed to be an AI video? I'm just going to guess it's sped up. I don't know.
The baby till now, I said, who did that? It was AI generated. So it's a little bit scary, to be honest with you.
I think this is AI generated because it's not sped up. It's not sped up. Look at his lips. They're not moving fast, but he's talking like a robot.
But those windows are all very heavily sealed.
So obviously he's very much aware of the technology of AI and what it's doing. And he's not stupid in the sense that
Wait, so that was AI Trump. What? How does this help you, Chris? No.
That video from Fox News and Laura Trump and all of that.
Dude, my brain hurts right now. Seriously.
It's obviously fictional and created with AI because you can clearly see it. And he's aware of what he says. So he never said that, right? So that's obvious. So then the natural question is, if he's not foreshadowing or disclosing this future.
Look at the hand sign. Here he is again.
Future technology, is he saying something with an obvious conspiracy theory as a way to allow a non.
Is he saying something with an obvious conspiracy theory? Oh, okay. So he'll make AI Trump say it. Because he's too scared to say it because the deep state's going to take him out if he says it. But he'll have AI Trump say it. Yeah, got it.
And anybody else, the general public, to create awareness of deep fakes, of AI, and to, in some sense, stress test the public to say something is coming. And
this is a stress test. Trump wanted you to spot that he was AI. He wanted you to figure it out. This was a stress test. This is a wake-up call to America. Yes, man. Of course, Chris. For sure, man.
He's warned you for a long time, and especially in recent weeks, and he's testing you to say, this is AI. I've said this about AI, and something else is coming, and you may want to blame AI if something bad happened. So in some sense.
What? He never said that. That's just, Chris just made that up at the end there. As far as I know, I haven't heard Trump say, oh, you're going to blame AI when something bad happens. When did he say that?
It's reverse psychology and it's prepping.
Reverse psychology, yes, bro. Yeah, it's reverse psychology. This just gets better and better, dude. I mean, this is worse and worse if depending on how you look at it.
You to say, hey, watch out because something's coming, something big is coming, and something bad is coming, and prepare for it because the
Something
AI
big and bad is coming because AI. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, the boogeyman, the deep state boogeyman.
That I showed you right now, it's obvious.
Crooked Joe, crooked Obama, the crooked deep state, yeah.
But the other AI stuff, it's not going to be as obvious because AI has developed. We all know it. If you use it on a daily basis from image and video generation.
But Trump didn't say that. Trump didn't come out and say, oh yeah, by the way, I'm using AI so you guys can wake up to it. Next time, it's not going to be so obvious. I don't even think you can insinuate that from what Trump has posted, to be honest.
Way down.
That's just a guess. Like, that's just literally a guess. Like, I don't think it's anything more than that.
To ChatGPT and all these other models, it's really, really difficult. So what's interesting is that video was 42 seconds long, and we know with Dan Scavino and Trump, many others, when they do
video. We know about that number 42. Yep, it's a racist number, but he's going to tie it into QAnon, obviously. Has nothing to do with slavery or the N-word, even though that's what it equals with Matria, but that's a different topic for a different time.
Oftentimes, the length of the video corresponds to a Q post, and this Q post 42 says, we serve at the pleasure of the president, DJT. And so what does that mean? Was this?
Yeah, what does that mean, dude? Yeah, I mean, especially, this is totally tied into AI. 2017, He went and found the oldest Q post he could literally procure. He's like, let me just find the oldest one on the list. Oh, here it is. 2017. I got it. Yeah, this ties in.
Some kind of green light for some operation that's coming up. Is the medbed some kind of military
The medbed, yeah. See, this is talking about the medbed, guys, clearly. This is all about the medbed. The AI medbed, yep.
emergency deployment bed? Is it signaling some kind of mass casualty prep? So these are also questions to
What? Is it signaling a mass casualty prep? What? Where does that come from? How do you get a mass casualty prep from this? Where? At what point did we talk about that leading up to him just saying a mass casualty prep? Okay, I'm just gonna continue because I could literally I just want to explode. What am I listening to? What is this? I just want to close the tab, dude.
ask if this is what the message was. And that post was also
Yes,
posted.
was that the message? Let's see. Now we got newer. Okay, this is like slightly newer.
On 10:19 Eastern time. So that corresponds to post 10:19. It says YouTube will add information from Wikipedia to videos about conspiracies. And this
Oh my gosh, that is so tying into the med beds. Don't you see it, guys? That has AI and med beds written all over it.
is from a image during 2018 when that article came out, but it's continuing here. Now we know why YouTube is linking to Wikipedia to verify. Learning, follow the loop, Q. And as I've said before, we are in a 5th generation warfare, meaning that
5th generation warfare. I wonder what that's about. Let's find out.
This psychological operation that we are in, where Trump is dropping bait, maybe rage baiting, removing it. And
Trump is rage baiting. Oh my, Chris. Trump is rage baiting, dude.
They're in where Trump is dropping bait, maybe rage baiting, remove.
Wow. I've never heard anything like it, dude. This video has got to be like, it's up there for #1 Trumper of the Year award.
Moving it and then seeing what the effects are, what the ripple effects are. And if some people post, repost, if some people panic, if some people go and do certain things, he wants to see what the
Trump is just rage baiting when he's posting himself as AI. It's just rage bait, guys. He's just trying to troll. He's doing a little bit of trolling. The president is.
reaction is, and then you map the effects out. This is intelligence gathering and counterintelligence.
Yeah, this is 5D chess, dude. The president has to rage bait with AI in order to achieve the political goals of draining the swamp and killing the deep state, arresting crooked Joe Biden. Yeah, this has to happen first. You know, he's got to rage bait the country first, right?
At its finest. So this is what Trump, I believe, is doing. It's one of these things, but regardless of what it is, and let me know what
he believes it, dude. Chris Yoon believes it, and honestly, I don't think he's trolling. I think he's being serious.
You think in the comments down below. All of it is.
You could almost infer that Chris Yoon is rage baiting by posting this, but I don't think so.
Causing quite a firestorm, and this is done again to serve some purpose, whatever his purpose and the White Hat's purpose is.
Yeah, it's the White Hat. It's the White Hat's purpose, right? It's the rage baiting by Trump. It's all a good thing, you know. It's good. AI Trump is a good thing, guys. You know, that's the moral of this video that I've learned. You know, we should be supporting AI Donald Trump.
It may just be nothing, or it may be completely something super big and deep. We'll see what turns and comes out of it. So love you guys. Just want to give you guys this quick update. You guys know I'm doing a fundraiser. I need your guys' help. GiveSendGo.com/Christian. The link is down in the description below. If you guys want to help me out, I'm also
I can testify.
Bless you guys. Thanks for coming. I've had enough of Chris Yoon, so we're gonna get out of here. Thanks to everybody for stopping by.
There ain't nobody quite like this. Comfortable in his Christ likeness. Flip like I like switch. Wit rhyme sharp as an ice pick. Holy Spirit shaking my arm as I write this. Anointing dripping off my aura 30%. I always leave a nice tip. Homie, I'm a nice kid. Nice with the rhyme scheme. Blinding the competition like some high beams, you know what I mean? Homie, the clown status, you played yourself. Trophies when you pass, you can't take the shelf. You better tame before you play yourself. Like Deontay Wilder and talk trash where you taking L's. Your catalog is a trash heap. You'd have to rap, produce, and direct film just to match me. And you're lazy, so you'll never outtask me. More money, but you'll never outclass me. You're so plastic, you could always outmask me. But in the afterlife is where the last laugh be. Yep, it's the truth, homie, believe it. Anything else and you've been duped, homie. You clearly need to listen to my album looped, homie. Then go take good notes on what to do, homie. Don't worry if I'm hood enough. Just be concerned if you're even good enough to speak my name, much less burn it up. We all need a maker and your turn will come. Plus I heard down in hell that we turn it on. What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us? What you wanna stop us?
Every line that I quote is packed with the high dosage of a cure that can give the blind divine focus and make the eyes open. Reverse the psychosis with the shock that can revive the mind at high voltage. As they ingest the cure and accept the Lord. Pray on the threshing floor and connect with God. I know the devil and his demons will be angry and attack, but they can rest assured we'll be dressed for war. Just like the story of David and Goliath, there are giants in my way. But just like two boxers weighing in, right before they contend, we're facing off and I will slay them giants, cause God has given me what it takes to win. The devil's like a hungry lion that's been caged and then let loose. He's on the hunt and he wants to see Dayton's end. He wants to kill me before these lyrics escape the pen, cause God is glorified and these rhymes can be traced to him. I do the matrix bend, dodging arrows Satan sends. My shield of faith won't dent, my armor isn't paper thin. This sword would cut through bone if it was waved at him. So tell the devil I am on my job but won't accept the wage of sin. He cannot hold my tongue, it's like a loaded gun, ready to pop off like Peter, boy I go ham. Noah's son, this for his chosen ones. Just know that the cobra's underneath the foot of Christ. So if we walk like him, we overcome. One. Who said they gonna stop us? Him?
What you wanna stop